Hey guys, Operator Isaac here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And in this video, I'll be showing you guys how to make the Australian Special Forces gear. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Hey guys, today I just want to kind of talk about my class and my loadout that I have. The first thing we're going to start out with is the uniform, and then we'll get into the weapons I use. So the first thing we're going to get into is my head protection. I use the Ops Core Fast Helmet Mesh. For me, this was kind of a random drop. I just found it doing the night vision stuff. So in another video, I'll show you the locations. Maybe after this one, I'll show you the location for everything that I got. And with the camo, I use the multicam arid. So I usually go with the KT Nomad, but I decided this was the best fit. Kind of blended in better, mixed together. For the vest, I use the Cry JPC vest, and with this I use the multicam, or in other words OCP. For the hands, I use the Hatch Operator gloves. These ones were also just a random drop. I was kind of at this compound doing some main missions, and I just started, so you can get all this stuff at basically the start of the game. It's all findable, and this kind of was just a random drop that I found, and I use it in Coyote Brown. I'll also sometimes use it in Olive Drab, or I'll use it in None because it's green already, but in this case I'm going with Coyote Brown. For the pants, I use the Fix It pants because they give you that nice little pouch. I like to refer to it as my dump pouch, where I dump my magazines, but it can also be used for any essentials, maybe like a tourniquet or you know, things like that, to just hold stuff in. They also come with that nice little pouch on the leggings. I like that a lot, and the color I use is multicam. And for the boots, I use the UA Valsets, let's see, RTS boots, and I use this in Coyote Brown as well. If you cannot unlock these, or if you can't buy them, I suggest you get these ones at the start of the game. I suggest you use the UA tactical boots, the agent ones, and put them in Coyote Brown as well. But in this case, I like to use ankle boots, so I use these ones. For my headset, I use Peltor. I use it in Olive Drab. You can also use it in Coyote Brown, but I like the Olive Drab more. I think it mixes better. For the glasses, I go with the tactical, which these were also just kind of a random drop from where I was at. Again, I'll show you where everything is and where you can get it in the video after this. If you don't have those, I suggest you go with the Oakley M frame glasses. They're the clear ones, or with the Revision Exo Shield glasses, because they're the closest to the tactical ones that you'll get. Alright. And for the backpack, I use Hill's backpack, which you can buy at the start of the game from the vendor in any area. So in the caves you can buy it. I use this in multicam. For the top, I use the G3 combat shirt. It allows you to use your arm patches, and I use this in multicam. Sometimes I'll also go with the army jacket. As you can see here, I can go with the army jacket as well, just use multicam. But in this case, I do like the face mask. I use the Stealth Balaclava. I use it in Coyote Brown. Now you can go with the multicam arid, or the multicam. It's up to you, but I like to go with Coyote Brown. Now here's why I didn't say where you can get these two. Is because these two come from the same area to get at. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to go over to settings over here, and you have to go to store. You can buy these with your your ghost coins, I believe is what they're called. You should be able to. You start out the game with 1,000 or something, or so, like 800 or something like that. So you should be able to get it pretty easily. Now for the patches, obviously I go with the Australia flag. You can get this from the regular vendor for pretty cheap. Night vision goggles, I go with none just because they get in the way. I usually do sea operations, so I'll use like scuba goggles, so I don't want to have night vision on. But if I was to pick a night vision for you to use, I'd say go with the eye aware TMs. Those are probably the best ones for Australia. For my knife, I just use the HF2T. This is something I bought on my own. You can get this from any vendor. Now that that's all out the way, we're gonna move on to the weapon. And this stuff here, like your gender, your face, your hair, your tattoos, your face paint, that's all optional. Now for face paint, if you're looking to use a paint that matches, I suggest going with this one, the camo finger paint one. That's the one that'll match best with it. Okay, now that that's out the way, let's go with our loadout. So for my loadout, I use the standard M4A1, and I'm going to show you how to make it. This is what I use to make it look more realistic. So whenever I went to paint the scope, I accidentally left it like that. I was actually meaning to change it in the morning, so it looks like this. That's how you want your gun to look, okay? So go with the color, for the preset color, make it gray, so you kind of get like a better frame look instead of like the scratchy look on it like you do with that. It just kind of looks better, makes it more distinctive. For the magazine, you're just going to use khaki. I'm sorry, I don't even know how to explain it, how to say that, but we'll just say tan. You're going to use tan. This one you do have to buy from the vendor. It's not pricey at all. It's probably like 1,000. That's like one mission or so. If you don't have that, I suggest you go with the let's see, the brown or the coyote brown. I just don't use it because it just doesn't look as right as this one. For my let's see here. For my stock, again, I use tan. And for the grip, let's see, where's that at? Underbarrel, there we go. So for the grip, I use tan as well. Now the muzzle is gray, everything else is gray except for the scope. The scope is going to be black, so it kind of stands out a little more. And there you have it. That's your M4A1. Now my secondary, it's up to you on what you use for your secondary. I just went with the T95. Everything is just the standard black color. I just painted the magazine tan as well. So it's up to you what you use as your secondary. It really doesn't matter. The main thing is your primary. With your secondary, you're gonna go, okay, so with like your actual secondary, you're gonna go with the M9. Now this, it doesn't have to have any special attachments. Let me just do that. I use the laser sight because I got him, and yeah, that's really it. I don't use any color for it, nothing like that. So there you have it. This is the Australian Special Forces outfit and loadout. This is how you make that, and I hope you guys did find this helpful. If not, if you thought I should have changed something, or if I got something wrong on the uniform, please do let me know, and I'll try to fix it in the next one. With that said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.